If you went through your phone right now or your computer and you Google the words Harvard and Ethan, this rap video would pop up with tens of thousands of views. This 17-year-old Ardrey Kell student has gone viral with this video. He's trying to get Harvard's attention.
And he's pretty talented. I got a chance to talk to Ethan Kim today when he stopped by the studios, and we'll hear from him in a moment. But first, you got to check out his video here.
Whoa, I'm doing something that's never been seen. Hold up, you probably don't even know me, but I applied early, my app kinda quirky, and this the last chance for an impression of me. See, I'm smart, but not the smartest ever, but put me in a class and I'll be putting in the effort. You don't know me right now, but I know my name. Never got a rap video, this about to change. Teacher said it's risky and they call it insane. Thought outside the box, I'll be switching up the game. Cause my life is a highway, I'm doing this my way, and extroverts here and I've never felt shame. Who am I, you ask? My name's Ethan Kim. Did I just make a rap? Yes, please let me in. Harvard never seen this, ayy. Got no chance like a big day unless I do things this way. Okay, ayy. Harvard admit me, you know you want to. Just you wait and see how much I can do. Ain't your typical candidate, but I gotta move and I'm planning it. Heard being different is what you need. Talk about different and I promise I'm unique. Listen, I'm an Asian from the South, though you ain't never heard of me. I be taking taekwondo lessons and drinking sweet tea. Middle class America and I ain't got the bands. Good test scores and he's funny, who this man's? Yellow Mamba got all the jokes to offer. He a class clown, oh the boy ain't a doctor. Who am I, you ask? My name's Ethan Kim. Did I just make a rap? Yes, please let me in. Harvard never seen this, ayy. Got no chance like a big day unless I do things this way. Okay, ayy. Harvard admit me, you know you want to. Just you wait and see how much I can. Wait, hold up. I got deferred but not rejected though. Former supplemental, I wrote on an instrumental, and I'm turning up the level, getting trophies and some medals, doing my way like a rebel, see for less, I never settle, put the pedal to the metal, but I keep the fundamentals. I'm not perfect at first glance, but just giving me a chance, you will see that I'm the man, wrote an essay about my pants.
All right, you saw the video. Now you get to meet the man, the myth, the legend himself. Joining me right now, Ethan Kim. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. I got to ask you, a.k.a. Ethan Kim, a.k.a. nicknames.
Curvy Korean, Yellow Mamba, a lot of different things.
Look, the video, unbelievable.
Thank
it's
you so
gaining
much.
a lot of attraction across the country. I got to ask, why? Why do a video like this?
You know, I think I've always been different, right? I've always stood out. I've always been the extroverted person in the room. And so for the Harvard video, I really just wanted to be the most authentic version of myself and just really stand out. And more importantly, I wanted to portray myself in the most real way I could.
Right.
And so I believe that for Harvard, which is such a hard school to get in, it's such a long shot, you know, I never thought that rapping my way, I couldn't rap my way into college, right? But the idea was, if I'm just going to be the most real version of myself, and if a college wants me for that, then you know that's amazing. But if they don't want me, that's fine. So
Right, and you're okay with it?
yeah, absolutely. You know, this wasn't about that I belonged in Harvard or that I belonged to this school, or that I believed that I deserved a spot or I was begging for a spot. It was really just so like, this is the best version of myself. This is the most authentic Ethan that you're gonna get.
So I gotta ask you, so where did you come up with the idea? I mean, obviously you got the deferred letter. And take people through the process here. You applied, like, I guess, last fall.
Yeah.
In December, you got that deferred letter. What went through your mind when you got that letter?
Actually, I was kind of excited. I was like, they didn't reject me. I didn't really think that I was gonna get into Harvard right there. You know? So when I got the deferred letter, I was like, okay, I didn't get rejected.
Right.
So at first I was thinking, you know, the acceptance after deferral is very low.
Right.
So I was gonna say, maybe I could just sit there and just do nothing. But I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what? I was like, why not me, right? What's wrong with being myself, being my own person? And so I was thinking, like, what if I just did a rap video as kind of as a joke?
Yeah.
And so I've rapped in the past, I've done videos in the past, and I was just kind of thinking of it as a joke. So my friends from college come back from break, and they're over and we're just talking at lunch, and I'm like, hey, it's like, I'm gonna make a rap video for Harvard, kind of in a joking way. They were all laughing. And then my closest friend, his name's Avi, he was like, Ethan, you should actually do that. Like, you're good, you could show yourself, and it would be different. And I was like, you know what? I was like, maybe I will. And I could definitely make the song, but I need the video.
Right.
And the video is probably the hardest part of actually making.
And you made the video all around Charlotte.
Yeah.
Did you make an emphasis of, or make a point to go around to show different parts of Charlotte?
Yeah, you know, I think Charlotte's such an underrated city. I know,
Yeah.
hopefully I'm not being biased, but the people are so nice, but also more than that, there's so much to offer. There's different parts of that, right? So we shot in Noda, we shot, you know, in Uptown with the skyline,
Yeah.
and then we also just kind of shot in the woodsy areas and near my own house. So, you know, I wanted to be in Charlotte, you know, because that's who I am.
The messages, now you have over 31,000 views
Yeah.
on YouTube,
Yeah.
Instagram, number of shares out there as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
What has been the biggest message or the biggest impact that you have seen thus far? What have you heard from people?
Oh yeah, I think the thing that's meant so much to me, and I realize it's not even about just getting into Harvard anymore. Yeah. It's the messages I've got telling me, specifically being an Asian American doing stuff like this, you know, not to be stereotypical, but you don't see this, you know, very often.
Yeah.
And so people telling me, hey, I haven't really seen Asians act like you or do things like this, and it's so refreshing to see. I didn't know that Asians were allowed to be like this and be out there. I think it's been so rewarding because it's shown me that, like, you don't have to be in a box, and that's for any race, for any different type of person, background, ethnicity, anything. That you're not limited to a stereotype or a box. You can do whatever you want to do, and whatever, you know, you don't have to listen to what society thinks that you're supposed to do. So the message is saying, like, listen, you're inspiring me to just go out there and do my own thing and not listen to what the stereotypes tell me. And just seeing that how I'm just me alone, I'm changing, even if it's one person's narrative or mindset of, you know, what an Asian can be or what anyone else can be. It has been so rewarding. It was accepted into UNC Chapel Hill.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And, you know, I would love to go there. I think, you know, the important message I was always just trying to share and with this is, you know, wherever I go is where I belong. And that's why I was trying to be the most authentic version. Because if a college wants me for me, then that's ultimately where I want to go and where I belong. And even colleges, scratch colleges. Some kids don't even go to college after high school, and they become far successful than so many people. Right. I think there's such a narrative about getting into college or getting into a big name college, and I don't want my video to contribute to that, because, you know, that's a problem that I see so many kids facing.
Right.
The name doesn't really even matter. It's where you belong and where you fit. So that's why, you know, if I don't get in, I'm completely fine.
Ethan Kim, thank you very much
Thank
for
you so
joining
much.
us. I tell you what, he is just so down to earth, great kid. You heard he got into UNC Chapel Hill, so he's got options. But I tell you what, the world is in his hands. He has a
Right.
bright future ahead.
And what
ahead
a
of him.
creative video, and kudos to him to just being like comfortable in his own skin and to just, you know, you do you and be
Yeah.
out there, and it was fun. It was really fun to watch.
And let's face it, Harvard, I'm pretty sure the officials there, they saw the video.
Yeah.
And you know what? Because let's look. Everyone has the grades when you attend, you know, when you're trying to apply into Harvard. Everyone has the extracurricular activities, but I think Harvard, like every other school, they're looking for that it factor. And I tell you what, if he doesn't have it, I don't know what it
I don't
what
think
it
we
is.
have heard the last of Ethan Kim.
Best of luck no matter what happens.